All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or shall I say good afternoon, America, and good evening, Ukraine and Europe. It's Serzh VELYCHANSKYI, and we are here with improv people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a great time to have some great people joining our show. You know, improvisation is always taken as an entertainment format, just like to get, some laughs and just like comedy, pretty much improv comedy. It's meant to make people laugh and enjoy the time. But more and more for the past, I don't know, many years, uh, trainers, coaches, personal development people, they understand that improv is an interesting tool which really trains a huge variety of skills. I mean, just like you name it, improv trains it. Maybe running is not the thing that improv trains, but you never know. Okay, so um, as we mentioned to you that we have a special guest tonight, and she came. She didn't come alone. She brought a bunch of good people with her. But at first, I would like to invite her to join me to talk. And by the way, some of you, whoever is watching our broadcast, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, go to the comment section. Let us know. I will be able to see it. Let us know who you are, where you're watching it from. Just interesting. Why not? It's like one of the, if I ever can say that there are positive things about this pandemic situation, and that is that we can communicate without borders. Yeah, you can say, well, we could have done it before as well, FaceTime, video calls, Skype, whatever. Well, but hey, to be honest, how many of you really cared about that? If we had a chance to hang out, go offline and meet people and speak with people, now, it's well, hey, I wouldn't have been able to reach out to this person and invite her to a video conference, and definitely she would have said, "Oh, I'm busy hanging out with my students or doing rehearsals and blah 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 blah," and I would have waited for my tickets to the States, go actually and meet her in person and just do an improv jam, which actually we can still do. But now it's online time. So I would like to invite a wonderful, a beautiful, and charismatic, blah, 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 all the good things you can make up yourself, because it's all about her. Elizabeth Byland. Ta-da!
Hi.
Hey. Elizabeth, is it Byland or Byland? What I should have asked?
No, you said it. You said it right. Lead with those instincts. It's Byland. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly. We as second language people, we read words and take them literally. By land, pretty good. Yeah, okay. Just like the first time in 1993 when I was in the States, and I did not know what the hot dog was.
Oh, that's okay. You're better off not knowing what a hot dog is. That's one of those that we don't ask questions about. We just eat it.
Exactly. I just wasn't in the mood of eating dogs. Okay? So,
sure. Oh yeah. Sure.
yeah. And another day I was traveling. I saw the sign. It said "dead end."
Right. Yeah.
And then kind of like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not go there. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, Elizabeth. tell me about ourselves.
Oh,
about
God.
yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am currently in Richmond, Virginia, USA. I am a professor of improv at Virginia Commonwealth University, and so I teach improv just like you, and I teach. It's kind of like two jobs. So I teach classes with the School of the Arts Department of Theater. And then I also teach improv for the Center for Interprofessional Education and Collaborative Care. So I work with a lot of theater students, and then I also work with a lot of current and future healthcare workers and social workers and you name it. We were talking about that. Improv is something that it truly doesn't matter what your profession is. There's always something about improv that can elevate what you're doing. And so here at VCU, I've been very lucky that I am at a university where they are providing this opportunity for students of all majors, all backgrounds to learn and, be in the moment like improv teaches us. So it's very exciting.
And those students that will join us a little later, they're the ones that are taking your classes, right?
Yes, they have taken my class, and now they're still with me, and now they've even started kind of taking their learning up to the next level. So now they're really performing a lot. They go to improv festivals. Yeah, and again, like opportunities like this have allowed them to even take improv to the next level and communicate and connect with people that are millions of miles away. So yeah.
Sure. It's interesting because 2 years ago I started teaching at the Kyiv National University of Culture and Arts, and the interesting thing is that I was not invited to their drama and theater department and acting department. I was invited to the management of show business department. And my class, where I use improv as a tool, and that is a personal development of a manager. And so all the effectiveness skills like proactivity, creativity, being here and now, being listening, all the synergy, all the things that they really need at their job. We kind of work. And by the way, I know you have prepared a short video, and we will definitely do that. And I want to show a couple of little clips of how we do our work with some of my students. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Now the titles will be in Ukrainian, so it's okay. Just enjoy the All right. Okay. So I will show you a little clip. Let's go with this one. All right. Actually, this one is about creativity, and I'm teaching them to take an appropriate and effective reaction in regarding to the unexpected circumstances. This is what improv is teaching. Okay. It's not about what happens. It's about your reaction. Okay, so don't call it a problem. Make the right choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I love that.
So so anyway, let's watch it.
cool. The music was so
Yeah.
captivating.
Yeah. I did a good job. I know. Vazon, the title. That's a name. That's the name for student improv theater that we have. And so, and there, actually, we were playing this game, Freeze.
So, you know what I love about this is while, even though the titles and the captions are in a different language, I still knew exactly what the exercise was that was happening. And you know what's so wonderful about it is I think that's just that much more proof that improv is a universal language, right? I mean,
exactly.
Just hearing the laughter of your students, watching them tap in and tap out, agreeing to the situation that they're stepping into, making magic out of it. I might not have understood exactly what was being said, but I didn't have to know, I know what this is. And hearing the collaboration amongst your classmates. I mean, it's beautiful to watch that. Yeah.
In many cases, I've noticed that, so many business trainers and teachers, they tell students how they need to react, what they need to do, what is the right way to be and do and think and whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, improv is the only tool that is making them able to do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like you need to be you need to learn to not to take the situation so seriously or take it easy, but how
right. See, that's the thing is just the idea of practicing listening, being in the moment, practicing empathy, connecting with some. I mean, really though, like, how do we actually practice that, right? I mean, it sounds wonderful in theory, but I think for businesses, management companies, corporations, I mean, they all want the same thing, but when it comes to actually practicing some of those soft social skills that you were mentioning, it's hard. But improv provides a platform for these companies and employees and students to practice those skills in a way that's safe and productive, and in a way that allows them to collaborate and elevate the people that are around them. I think the thing that I love most about it too is that improv provides us a space where we can make mistakes, and I think when it comes to companies and training your employees, I mean, that's, when was the last time any company said, go ahead, make some mistakes. It's fine. That's something you just don't hear very often. But it's when you make mistakes that you actually grow and you become a better person.
It's like exactly. And as far as mistakes, Will Smith recently has you released a couple of videos about you need to learn to fail. You need to fail as much as you can in the younger years so you can be experienced for the later time and stuff like that. And a non-improv person would say, oh, come on. No, I cannot fail, and I never fail, But the improv person is accepting the themselves. You learn a lot through fails, right?
Yeah,
exactly. And this stays with you for your career, for the older life.
Yes. Yes. A friend of mine and I were just chatting, and one of the things that she had mentioned is that failure is a rite of passage. And I heard that, and I was just like, it spoke volumes to me. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's exactly what we practice in improv. It is a moment that we celebrate and we love when you fail or make a mistake. And
Yeah.
when you have adopted that mindset, it is a mindset that sticks with you forever. And you know what? And honestly, it makes you someone that is adaptable. You're flexible, and who doesn't want to be around someone else that makes you feel good when maybe you've tried something new? And sure, maybe it didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, but again, improv teaches us how to take those moments and make them work.
Yeah, and improv really teaches us a lot of good things. Like, for instance, the audience never knows how it should have been. So take it easy, enjoy it. You know, it's like our broadcast right now, our stream. The audience that we have, and thank you very much, guys, for watching. Let's see, we have. All right, we have a comment here. Look, my great acting coach, Elizabeth Byland. All right.
Love you, Donnie. Love you.
Thank you, Donnie, for writing a comment. So what I wanted to say is the video that you have prepared, and it seems like it's pretty much shows us a lot about the how we have to adopt right now to new realities, with us being on quarantine, not being able to mingle together, improvise, and stuff like that. And so I want to show this little video, and I want to have you then after that tell us a little more about that. All right.
Sure.
So everybody, this is a video from Richmond, Michigan. All right.
Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I know that you have 50 plus states in the United States, but
yeah.
I can't name
too. It's fine.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go to the video. Wow, that's crazy. Some of them were crying. Some of them were like climbing up the wall. Please don't call on me, Miss Teacher. Don't call on me. I'll just climb on the wall. So what was it?
Yeah. So that was sort of a sneak peek at what some of our improv students or improv teams at the university that I teach at, VCU. It's kind of a sneak peek of some of the work that we had been doing and leading up to sort of a big final end of the semester show. But of course, because of the situation and times that we're in, we had to move everything over to virtual. So instead of promoting a show, right, using footage that was in-person improv, we had to really just kind of start over from scratch and figure out, okay, how do we take improv, this thing that we love doing in person, and now how do we make this work not only for our classes, but also now for shows? And so these students that you just saw in that video, they did such a good job of, sorry, I just lost my earbud. There we go. They did such a good job of not only making it work, but taking this kind of challenging time and really thriving in it. And finding ways that we can adapt and let virtual improv become something that we can enjoy. You know, there's things that you can do virtually for improv that we can't do in person. So while we're missing things about improv in person, there's so many fun things that we can do with our screen, you know, changing our backgrounds. So we really had fun playing with that.
Yeah, talking about backgrounds, you see, I have a beautiful view of Kyiv, Ukraine, the capital of Ukraine, and this is it's kind of sitting here on the top of the hill.
It's beautiful up there.
It is. Kyiv is a beautiful 3+ million people city. And so, anyway, and here's an interesting thing about improv. Though we can never be prepared for everything, right, in life, nobody was prepared for such a pandemic, for such a lockdowns and all those things. But it's interesting that when you study improv and when you play improv, you are faced with unexpected circumstances so many times, and you develop such a proactive attitude to it, and you have an experience of good creative solutions of coming out of those unexpected circumstances, that when the pandemic came, a lot of improv people, they're like, just like me, you know, I was like, oh, okay, yes, and what's next? It's like, if I can't change it, why don't I change the outcome? Okay, and that's, you know, the responsibility over my future steps. You know, I want to show you an interesting video. It's short again, and at that video I was doing a project I call a game of rules. It's basically about improv in life. It's the show that I do for high school kids and stuff. And so so you understand what's happening on the video. I have explained the rules of one word at a time. Okay, there is a, you know, that rule. And those of you watching, if you don't know what it is, it means that pretty much like if I and Elizabeth were talking to you one word at a time, it would sound like this. Hello.
Hi.
I
am
the
greatest
guy
in
the
whole
world. Thank you. Okay, so it goes like this. Well, what I did, I invited several students and I split them into pairs, and I was basically doing a studio time. I was the anchor, and I wanted to have those two-headed, you know, actors to report on whatever news or weather, and so I did all the explanation, all that stuff, and the first kid reacted. He started just speaking without one word at a time. He just started speaking, and that was a good case for me to stop it and explain about the importance of listening instead of just thinking what to say, because, you know, if you didn't listen well, then you don't react accordingly. Okay, so this is a short video so you can see.
Добрий вечір, пані та панове, 9 година, час для новин і корисної інформації. Тому наш кореспондент на Хрещатику, будь ласка, розповідайте.
І сьогодні о 7 годині...
Ні, по одному слову. Стоп. А знаєте, що треба вивчати? Слухати. Коли людина щось розповідає, Ви замість того, щоб слухати його, ви думаєте, що відповісти. Це не навичка ефективності, це навичка лузера. Тому що ви не навчитеся ефективності, якщо ви не навчитеся слухати. По одному слову. Це? Точно? Окей. Отже, 9 година, новини, пані та панове, Хрещатик і наш кореспондент.
I love it.
that was such games. They're helping to understand the thing that they heard many times, but their paradigm shift takes place, where some of the students in the audience, they're like, oh, that's interesting how it works, So
yeah, and I think, isn't that so great that improv, I feel improv is the one medium where you learn just as much by observing as you do by practicing. I can be in this exercise and I can really feel, the physiological effects that this exercise gives me, but then I can also feel and learn just as much by watching my peers do it. And feeling that camaraderie with them.
Exactly. And this is the uniqueness of this art, pretty much. The main thing here, what I believe is watching improv, it helps you, it helps to shift the paradigm and to, let your bulb, come on and just like, oh yeah, this is what it is. However, really practicing it, that's, the word skill pretty much is not learned by reading or viewing and listening, just like riding on a bicycle. It's the skill. Okay. Yeah. Or I would say, like, this word stupor, right? Stupor, or when you're stuck or drawn blank.
Yes.
What's the word? There is this word stupor, right, in English?
Yeah, stupor? Or stumped. Like, I'm stumped on this question. It's
okay.
I'm stuck. Yeah.
Okay. Being, stalking on, this, and like really not knowing what to do and how to react and whatever. Well, again, I believe that the person is personally developing the antidote by playing improv. It's like how to react or how to know it's coming. Okay. How to get around, how to, and that's where when you grow up, then you are more comfortable and more socializable. You're more outgoing, and nobody knows that you are freaking afraid. Okay?
Yeah. And it's giving you the confidence to handle moments of uncertainty. And we all know that in life, unfortunately, we don't have a script. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. I have no idea what's going to happen next week. I'd like to do everything I can to control some of it, but even the things that I want to be in control of, I'm really not in control of, Exactly. And so it teaches us how to be okay with that, and still how to react with emotional intelligence instead of reacting out of fear. And I think that this current situation with this pandemic has created a lot of fear in all of us across the world. And and even by doing improv, there has been moments where, yes, I have been worried, I have been fearful, but I'm also reminded it's okay. It's all right. I might not know what's going to happen tomorrow or next week, but I am here right now, and I am in this moment, and that's the most important moment of all. So I think, Yeah.
By the way, we have a couple of comments, and then we will invite the students to join us at the show. All right, let's see. Okay, how, ma'am? Did the couch auction start yet?
I don't. Maybe they are so curious about the seat that I'm sitting on, which is actually not so much a couch. I wish it was. It's a fancy stool. I am happy to discuss this this seat. Maybe they're talking about an audition. Maybe that's what they mean. When does the audition start? I don't know.
So just stay tuned. We will announce.
Yeah, when the audition's going to be.
Donnie is asking a question. Yeah. As a film and TV actor, he says, how can improv strengthen my overall skill set?
Wow. Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you want to take it?
How about I'll begin and then you chime in, because we both come from a performance background.
Yeah.
You know, here in the States, a lot of our auditions, particularly for film and television, are improv auditions. So, you know, they'll bring two actors into the room for the audition. And, you know, even if you have a script, you might practice the script with the casting directors. And then oftentimes they'll ask you, okay, let's go back. Let's do that again. But this time, you know, let's change it up a little. Show me a new choice in this particular moment, or take this, you know, and they really go hand in hand, don't they? I mean, listen, all good improv scenes leave the audience asking, oh my gosh, that was so good. That had to have been scripted. And then vice versa, when we're watching some of our favorite films, right? It seems so real and so honest and in the moment that it makes us, the audience, feel like it's not scripted at all. It's all improvised, all in the moment. So they go hand in hand perfectly.
Well, my take on that, and I've had a few commercials and a main character in one 2-hour movie, and a lot of different video and talk shows and stuff like that. I want to say this. First of all, improv is teaching you to be genuine. So when you play anybody, whatever character you play as improv actor, you learn, you know, you master the skill of being genuine. You learn the tips to become the character you play. Okay, so when you get a job or a role in the movie, then it's easier for you to really become that character. Second thing, as far as memory, for instance, I don't think that's why I do improv, because I hate to memorize texts. Exactly. That's like, it's me. I hate. So when I get, you know, like the auditions, and they give, in Ukraine somehow, they give you a huge text. You need to be able to, you know, act out and perform with that text. I hate that kind of auditions, but we have to play with the rules. And so sometimes, again, improv helps you to not actually fall into stupor or get stuck when you forget something. Okay? You can still play around and hope for the best. Okay, so that's why. And once you again got the job, then you can play around between unimportant types of texts, you know, where you can still remember the key points, right? But the unimportant things, you can still improvise and be comfortable and natural and authentic, and that's really, really cool. I would say, well, getting the example of Hollywood or America again, pretty much every actor values the time of improv acting. Okay. So I don't think we have any actor, like at least in the Hollywood movies, that has not taken improv classes. That would be not respecting themselves and the art. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, Yeah, we have a feedback here. Thank you. Thank you. No problem. All right. I think it's time. It's time to get the guys before I will get them into the studio. While I'm showing you 1 minute clip, okay, and I will get them. And once the clip goes away, you will see many of us over there. All right. So
Great.
this is actually it has the text in English, so you will be able to understand what I do. This is a big adult conference, actually, not the students anymore, but mostly adults. But anyway, all right. All right. Welcome everybody. And do you remember I told you about the situation that I have with sounds? That's the time. So keep talking. I'll be back in a second. I cannot hear anybody.
No worries. No worries. And hi everyone. So for all of our viewers, why don't we just go through and maybe you guys can introduce yourselves. I don't know. We might end up doing this twice, but let's just start. So Hank. Hi, Hank.
Hello, I'm Hank. I go to VCU, as you could probably guess. I'm a junior, and excited to be here.
Yeah. And Hank, real quick,
welcome.
Can you remind all of us too, Hank, are you a double major?
I was. Now I'm just, I got a major and a minor now, but I'm a theater major and a music minor.
A music minor. That's I love that. Okay, cool. Serzh, I told them to let's just go through and they can introduce themselves to everyone.
Yes.
Okay, good. Amika.
Hi, I am also in VCU, obviously. I am an English theater major, and I have a creative writing minor.
Ooh. River.
Hi, I'm River. I also go to VCU, and I'm also a junior. And I am double majoring in theater and mass communications with a concentration in broadcasting journalism.
Wow. You guys
Wow.
are all smart.
Good.
Yeah. And then Caroline.
Hi guys, I'm Caroline. I am also a junior at VCU. I'm a double major in theater performance and psychology, and I have a minor in creative writing.
I don't know how you guys all have time for this.
Well, it is such a pleasure that you guys have found time in this busy Sunday afternoon, with all the things you've got to do. Yes, definitely hang out with, bunch of crowds and oh, no, you're not going out.
Well, I was actually planning on being in my living room all day, and now I'm in my study. So I did book some time.
You see? All right. Now, as we have more people coming in, I need to put.
Yeah.
6 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Now, I want to let's warm up a little bit. I want to know a little bit about you and I want to challenge you with a little exercise. Okay, and after that, I want to hear more about your experience with improv, what you've learned, how it helped you, and whatever. If it ever did, you can say it sucks. I don't know what I'm doing here. Improv, just like I was hoping I would study the text and just say the text, and they say, go and play and no text.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So it's like they did not tell me that I will need to think. All right.
Right
So here's the rule. I ask a question, and you have 5 seconds to answer. And actually, you will have to give me 3 answers. All right. And so if you make it, I will sound. Okay. If you don't make it, oops. Okay. All right. So, all right. So now, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
We will start with adults, so we don't hurt the children.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. So, when you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes. 3 things you would hate to see. Let's go.
Oh, the news. I'm out of coffee, and my dog.
Your dog. It's like, or your dog pooping in the wrong place.
That's what I meant to say. I meant to say that one. It's such a hard game. I get so nervous.
Dog. I think you will train your dog not to show when you wake up,
Yeah.
I don't want to see the dog.
I know. I always want to see my dog too in the mornings, but I don't want to see my dog have accidents.
Yeah. All right. Hank, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Good. All right. Give me 3 types of women's purses. Let's go.
Gucci, Calvin Klein, a clutch purse.
Woo! Wow.
All right. Okay. I think I'll give you that one. That was a good one. A clutch purse.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
That's a special brand, a clutch purse.
Yeah.
Okay. Amita, ready?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, give me 3 typical phrases that you would hear at the checkout counter of the supermarket.
Oh,
Let's
I
go.
love your shirt. Oh, no, you can't buy this item. You have way too much bread here, lady.
All right. Okay. Good. River,
All right.
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Give me any 3 bald-headed actors. Let's go.
Vin Diesel, Howie Mandel, and Cole Sprouse in that one episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh, okay. I did not know the last one.
There was just one.
I was
episode
hoping
it
to
was
hear.
called-
Oh gosh. Okay, I was hoping to hear Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Good one. That's a good
Slipped
one.
right out of there.
Yeah.
I thought you said bulb-headed, and I was like, that's a crazy question.
Okay, now it's time for the English lesson. Please correct my pronunciation. What did I say?
You pronounced it right. I misheard. I thought you said bulb, like light bulb, just because I mishear things all the time. And that made way less sense.
Exactly. Yeah. Though the heads of those actors are shining, so you can use them
They
as
are
light bulbs
bulbous.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of synonymous here.
Yeah. All right, Caroline, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 worst mistakes you made in the high school. Let's go.
Driving my car into a mailbox, dropping my binder on the ground, and leaving to school with no shoes on.
Yes. Wow. You
They
did
were
it.
so
You
much
did it.
faster than I am. So good.
Yeah, it's a new generation.
You're
They're
right.
yeah, they're half robots. They're half robots, half human.
They are. They're bionic.
Yeah, you can see. Look at Hank.
Yeah.
I knew he's not a a typical student.
I can vouch.
All right.
Top of the line. Top of the line.
All right. Okay.
Expensive robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I have another set of questions, but if you have a question, then you can go ahead, throw it back to me. I may disgrace myself a little bit. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. We have some comments. Hold on.
Yeah. Some comments are probably not so appropriate for us, though, in English.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
We'll just skim
All
over
right.
some of that.
All right. Yeah. Whatever.
No. Nah.
Okay. So, no. Not this time.
Yeah.
Not this time. Wrong platform for that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I
All
completely
right.
forgot
Now,
about my ad.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
Elizabeth, let's see. I'm interested to know if your broom is broken. 3 ways to sweep the floor. Let's go.
Oh, you just turn it upside down, dip it in sticky stuff so stuff sticks to the broom, or just fly on it. I did it.
All right. I'll give it to you. Okay.
Wait.
All right.
Wait, can we ask you one though?
Okay. All right. I'm ready. All right.
Okay, you ready? Three things that you pack in your suitcase when you're going on vacation. Go.
Socks, underwear, and more underwear.
Nice.
Smart.
Nice. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Nice. Good job.
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
Did it.
Okay. Caroline.
Yes.
Caroline. When nobody's watching you driving a car, what do? Let's go.
Sing really, really loud, dance really, really big, and talk on the phone.
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay.
Exposed.
All right. Now, Hank, I have a question for you, but about somebody else. All right.
Oh, okay.
So if you let's pretend that River is a teacher in the university. 3 ways how the students would call her. Let's go.
Master Sensei, coolest girl I know, and tall lady.
It checks out.
Oh, River, are you tall?
Well, taller than average.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like what? 6 feet?
I'm like 5'10".
Oh, okay.
I'm getting
okay.
there. I'm getting there.
All right. All right, good. Keep working. Okay, drink milk in the morning.
Yeah, I come from a tall
Uh,
family. I got the genes.
Yeah, you see, and people like us, we're always jealous about this. Actually, it's hard. I don't know exactly like what in feet. 1 meter 70 centimeters. What would that be in feet? I don't know.
Ooh. Anyone?
It's 30,
Let's see.
30 centimeters. 6 feet is 2 meters. So yeah, whatever. So I'm rather kind of like average short, not short, but kind of like little over the short people kind of a guy. And all of my life I've been like jealous about tall people, you know.
Yeah.
But then I started playing improv. And I was like, hey, I can make a lot of jokes about that. That's funny.
Right.
So I finally accepted myself.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah. Thank you. All right. Okay. Amita, question for you.
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. If somebody, oh gosh, what's the English word for when the car is cutting you on the road?
Oh, cuts you off.
Right?
Mhm.
Cut you off?
Mhm.
Okay. So if somebody's cutting off Elizabeth's car on the road, 3 things she will say.
Oh, she'd
Let's go.
say, oh, why I oughta, and then she'd say, I got a hammer back here, and she'd say, I have a whole lot of kids in my trunk. She brings us around and then to attack people.
I have never put you in the trunk of my car, though.
You're trying to act good on television. I get it.
Elizabeth, yeah, your objection is not sustained. Amita, give me more facts about that.
She has a huge trunk and there's no latch to let us out. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right.
We only have a small bowl of water, and that's it.
We all have to drink from the same bowl.
And we have to play freeze the whole time we're back there.
Actually, I think we have a good storyline for our storytelling. Okay, Elizabeth, trunk stories. Okay, so we will do it now. Okay, so it's a big trunk, right?
Yeah.
It has to have a lot of people in somehow. Okay, it belongs to Elizabeth, right? What else do we want to know in that? And of course, she's quite aggressive when somebody cuts her off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's do storytelling, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to tell you a story. It's just a made-up story with the people that. All right. Let's see. Okay. Somebody needs a new pet here. Do you know who this is?
No clue. Hey, but you know what? We can totally use that though for our suggestion. Getting a new pet.
You see. Okay, so now we're adding to the big trunk and getting a new pet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And some more teenagers are involved somewhere there. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a storytelling time. And pretty much it's going to go like this. Any person that appears on the screen continues the story. So together we will create the story in the typical improv format with the use of online technologies. All right. So give a round of applause. Yay! It was an early morning. My car wouldn't start. You know, when I woke up, I saw my dog, and that was a scary thing. In addition to seeing a dog, and that's the last thing I want to see in the morning. I came to my car.
And I saw there was a lady standing right next to it, kind of tall, short lady with brown bangs and mid-length hair. And she said, have something for you in your trunk. I've put a surprise in there for you. And
it was a new dog. I had always wanted a new dog, so I said, of course I'll hop in the trunk. Why not? I jump in there, and that's where I met.
And that's where I met her whole entire improv team. I mean, I had done improv like once in college, but I never really stuck with it. It just taught me a lot of great life skills. But I thought, this is the universe calling me to get back in the game.
And it turns out she was actually at my one improv show I had been in, and she drew a picture of me to recognize my face, and she tracked me down. And that is how she makes her team. She tracks down people she finds talented, and then she gets them in the van.
And they travel all around the world, like on the Magic School Bus, and they go to all kinds of places, and they do improv.
At least that's what she told. That's what I told them. Okay, and they believed it. They're hidden in the trunk, sitting there from the beginning of September to the end of the school year. And I kind of like, with some lights, I pretend that they're like in the star tour. They're like performing, and
I give them lots of opportunities to be real people. They kind of lose their sense of self in the darkness, but I give them crossword puzzles, and we play tic-tac-toe. And sometimes the kids look at me and say, you're almost like
a vision of an angel. They said, it's been so long since I've seen the outside that sometimes I hallucinate angels in here, and I think you're one of them. I really do.
And I just want to thank you for changing my life for the better. And they all thanked her. They thanked her with all of their might, and that new dog was wagging his tail right along with them. And they were one big happy family in that trunk. And it may be small,
but it was very mighty in its improv ability. And it was just like Scooby-Doo and the gang. They traveled around with their improv dog, and they made lots of happy memories with this woman who was like an angel to them.
An angel not only to them, but to everyone. And she changed the world with her newfound friends, her new funny puppy pet, and together they created magic all out of the trunk of her car. I was really trying to make this positive, Serzh. Really trying to make this one positive.
It was positive,
Yeah.
People became a family in the trunk.
Right? See?
They somehow they were taught to feel the closeness of each other. This world doesn't give them a chance, but in the trunk, you have no choice.
You have no choice.
That's right.
Everyone needs a trunk.
That's right.
Everyone needs a trunk. All right. Oh gosh, you wouldn't believe we are like 1 hour on air.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. And we get some wild comments there, which is okay. By the way, people, if you want to sell your garage, go ahead and comment there. People will see it, and perhaps they may purchase it as well. So,
yeah.
All right. Okay. So, the question I wanted to ask the students, guys, can you share, like, do you feel the difference when you just joined improv, and now after you've taken the classes and you've performed and you have been through the routine of improv. Okay, so anybody wants to speak up? River, please. Yes.
I really have, like, improv has changed my life definitely, and has had lasting impacts. And I've only been doing it for a couple years now, like a few years under my belt. But I think you were right in saying that people usually think that improv is all rooted in comedy, and that it's just this big entertainment, super funny. You go there to get some laughs. But I think, like, yes, that is an aspect of improv, but it's really rooted in communication. And since that is like the big thing, communication and relationships that you're really taught and you experience in improv, that translates into every field that you could potentially go into. It's almost given me like problem solving mechanisms. Like with broadcasting journalism, for example, it's all teamwork and communicating with one another, and you're building a story from nothing. When you do interviews, you have no idea how they're going to go. You're working without a script. You're just reacting in the moment. But that kind of fear of the unknown that is there sometimes, like, how is this going to go? Are we going to get a good story? Like, stuff like that. You really just, when you bunker down and just work as a team, it really helps in, like, just creating better work.
Okay. All right.
Great answer.
Anybody else? Yeah, Caroline, please.
I also feel the same way, especially with just like, I didn't do any improv when I was younger until I got to college, and I took EB's, Elizabeth Byland's class. And I thought it really helped me in life in general, because improv is all about taking whatever you're given, saying yes and building upon it. So like you were saying with, like you and EB were talking about earlier with the pandemic, we had to figure out how we could take this situation that isn't exactly what we wanted and turn it into something we could benefit from. And so learning how to do that in my own life. And so even if I don't like exactly what's going on, I can learn how and focus on making it better rather than focus on why it sucks and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Amita, please.
Yeah, no, I definitely have seen changes in my life with improv too. I think like a huge part of it is like, I think not only in this period of your life, like early 20s, when you're trying to figure out like career and you're very transitional, I think there's a lot of narcissism, and there's like a lot of like very insular thinking of like, oh, what am I doing? How am I being affected? And I think improv is so much about how you affect others, or good improv is. And like, it's about treating your teammates well. And there's just like a selflessness to it, I think, that is very instructive and really helpful in this period of your life, especially with performance majors too, because I think there's a lot of narcissism, and there can be a lot of narcissism in performance. And I've definitely suffered from that. And so it's like just being forced to think about other people more and put yourself on the back burner is really, really influential, I think, in every part of your life. Like, it's helped me in my relationships. It's helped me, like, it's just really helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Hank.
Yeah, I'd say my listening skill has probably been like the biggest skill of mine that's got improved from improv. Like when you're improvising with somebody, you have to listen to like every single little thing they said, how they said it, so you know how to react to it and how to build off of the scene to keep it rolling. So in real life, sometimes you'll just be listening and you'll be like, yeah, okay, sure, but like you can't say that. You just can't say sure in improv. That's nothing. That's nothing. So it really helps you, pick up on all the little things everyone's feeling and communicate better, like everyone said, with other people.
Okay. Thank you. It's good. Isn't that wonderful to hear such things?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you do something. Huh?
Go ahead. Take it. You got it.
Now, pretty much, like we are almost over with our show, and so and we have more people joining us to view that, viewing us. It's just it's great. I mean, we can continue. We can go on and on and on and on. By the way, I want to experiment a game. Of course, it's online again, and so I want to experiment a game right now. Okay, so here's the thing. Hank and Amita, you're one team. Okay, you're one team. Caroline and River, you're another team. Okay, so now let's pretend you guys in your team, you will be speaking one word at a time. Okay, where Hank starts, Amita goes, and then and so forth. So Hank is the first one to speak, and in Caroline and River team, Caroline starts, and River follows, and so forth. Now, Hank and Amita, you will be the thoughts out loud of Elizabeth. You will be her thoughts. Okay? Now, Caroline and River, you will be my thoughts.
All right.
Okay?
Cool.
Now, you guys, whenever I go like this, it means that I'm ready to hear my thoughts. Okay? So, you guys can turn off your videos right now. Please, right now. Just the videos. Okay. So, me and Elizabeth, we will be, guys, you can give us a suggestion. It's going to be, a romantic dinner or business meeting, or what could that be? Anybody, speak up.
How about a trial of sorts? Two lawyers meeting, or a divorce hearing, or
Oh, okay. So 2 lawyers representing a husband and a wife. So we have a behind the door meeting. Okay. So
Yes.
okay. So like we will talk, and anytime I go like this, Caroline and River, one word at a time, start speaking my thoughts.
And do you want them to start their video too?
No. Just
okay,
just the words.
Okay.
Just the words.
Got it.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see how it goes. It's kind of like an experiment, but hey, in improv, there is whole world for experiments. All right.
Yeah.
So let's get it started.
Okay.
Ooh. All right. Jane, right? You're Jane, or
Yes.
Jamal.
Jane, yes. And
Jane.
you know that my client, Barbara, is not interested in any kind of compromise with her husband.
You
She
know,
doesn't-
yeah, okay. I can see that.
But
I
really
just
want
to
look
at
your
beautiful
eyes.
Never mind. Keep talking. Yes, definitely. Your client has no desire for negotiations, but my client, Steven, her husband of 10 years, he says that he doesn't owe her anything, so she can go and be free.
Oh, that is so typical of your client.
Wow,
this
man,
is
so
bad.
like
Like at
lawyering.
It seems like you are thinking hard, but can't make up your mind.
You didn't bring any of the documents. You were late to our meeting today. You know that I'm working on a very, very tight schedule.
If I told you what happened with me, you wouldn't believe it,
Mm-hmm.
She
is
just
beautiful.
I
Want
to
marry
her.
You know, it's like you're not even listening to me.
I
Think
that
I
need
to
get
out
of
here.
Listen, just give me 5 more minutes. So what if my Stephen gives your client 50% of what he owns? But then you can argue, and we can meet again. You can argue, we can meet again. We don't have to just finish this.
I
would
never
leave
this
woman.
Because
I
really
love
her.
Eyes.
I must
you
say,
interrupted. I was thinking. Sorry, you
and
interrupted.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I do have to admit, I do enjoy our meetings. While they seem to be happening so frequently, and you're never prepared, I must say that I've never had anybody look at me the way that you do.
shiver
Me.
tippers.
I
Can't
believe
it.
I'm
Captivated
by
him.
Did you get last night the mail, the package I sent you over the service? Did you have it delivered? It's got some documents and something else.
Oh, you mean to tell me that Amazon Prime package was from you? You even upgraded shipping just so that I would receive it in the 24-hour time span? That was so nice of you.
I
would
love
to
have
her
in
my
arms.
Yeah, anytime. Tell me what else can I ship to you. All right. Okay. All right. Come back, guys.
I liked our story. I liked our story arc. I was so annoyed and then so enamored by you.
And you got your client a great deal on that divorce.
Oh yeah. 50%.
Yeah.
Fire.
Top notch.
Yeah, I think I would give more, even more.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, it was fun. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
so fun.
another way to experiment the game, flow and just stuff like that. So
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you one more video I prepared.
Yay.
And final thoughts and whatever. Okay, let's see.
Cool.
This is from our university again. We had an open air rehearsal with the students, and just a short clip. All right.
Цікаво. Сказали, купив лошадку, а це велика собака.
Можна я?
Давай.
За кукурудзку гроші віддаємо. Вчора отакі зелені капустили.
Робити те, що потрібно було робити. Повторюю.
Я не знаю, хто ти.
Чого страшного?
Там я тебе.
Може сісти? Вон моя квартира. А може стати? Це для говбак, що ти робиш. Автоматично працює. Мамо, я тільки перший раз.
А там Макдональдс.
Лис.
Я її тільки купив.
Чудо.
Готували там трошки.
Так треба в розетку вставляти баню.
Тут 2 – це 2 полоски. По картоплі на ладоні. Який тато, така й дитина.
I love it.
It's yeah. The Freeze is one of the best games we play more often because it works on creativity, attitude, physicality, communication, being quick, just such a variety of skills that it develops, and plus, you just have only one shot, just like with life, we can't rewind it, we can't, start over. Well, we can change some things, but we will still start from a different position anyway, so it's kind of like life to me, and when this pandemic came, it's like, okay, how can I justify now this situation?
Yeah. I think the fun thing too about Freeze is you're never alone. You're always either stepping in with someone else or joining someone that's already waiting for you and waiting for your choices. And I think even like meetings like this, right, that are happening here virtually, we're reminded that even during this difficult time, we are together, right? We're not alone in this. We're all struggling, and we're also all, succeeding during this time. We're all learning together, and I think that's a really empowering thing just for humanity as a whole. It kind of goes back to what you were saying before, Serzh. If it wasn't for this pandemic, I don't know that you and I would have connected. I don't know that my students would have necessarily. I mean, we always have had Zoom, right? We've always had FaceTime, but we've never utilized it in this way.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a really beautiful thing. And because of it, we're able to connect with other individuals. And so while Freeze is such a simple game, it's one that reminds us that you're never alone. There's always someone else with you.
Guys, it's 1 hour, 18 minutes, unless we want to do a 24-hour marathon, I would say
yes,
actually, marathon for peace or marathon for vaccine.
Hey,
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
Yeah.
Anti-corona marathon, gosh. Anyway, I am really thanking you. Well, no, that's the wrong way to say it. Sorry. I really thank you for joining the broadcast. It was just such a great pleasure to meet guys, Hank, Amita, River, Caroline, Elizabeth, for your work. Thank you for what you do. We try to do what we do in our university. I would be very interested to connect with other teachers and other students, just, to jam like this, to talk like this. We may not played much today, but I think there was a lot of value in our discussions as well. And I think those that listened, got some value. And that's what it matters, I think, Yeah. Anything else you want to say before we go into dancing?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
It was so
Thanks
nice
for having
having
us.
you.
All right. All right, starring Caroline.
Yay!
Woodson, Caroline Woodson, yeah. River Cohen. Hank Ware. And Rao, the choreographer. Choreography by Amita Rao. Script by Elizabeth Byland. And the producer, Serzh VELYCHANSKYI. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you, guys. Good.
Bye, Serzh.
Bye. We're signing off.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so